All right. All right. We're live. We're live. Welcome to the April edition of our monthly leadership series. It has been an amazing time from the beginning of the year to this moment. Each month coming with its unique theme, each month coming with its unique purpose, and I'm sure we all have been gaining massive value. Will continue to gain massive value, and internalize this value, these insights, this knowledge, these nuggets that we are getting for free from our speakers, from uh, resource persons that we've been bringing month in and month out for our leadership series. This is April, and for those of us who are conversant with what we do here in Leadspiration and the theme for the month, which is future proven today, it will be a moment for us to learn, for us to unlearn, for us to relearn, as AI is really taking charge of the future. And if you are not staying ahead of the trend, I can tell you for free that you will definitely be lost in the future that we all are heading towards or approaching at a very fast pace. So it's important, it is necessary that you, as a leader, you as whatever mountain of influence you may find yourself, you should be able to leverage on AI, to merge AI, to um, incorporate AI, make use of artificial intelligence to make your work better, to make your to package your product well, to package your delivery even much better. That is why we are looking at future proofing today, leveraging AI and emerging technologies for effective leadership. And I'm sure that you are here to gain massive value, massive value. And tonight it will be nothing short of your expectation. Our guest speaker is backstage already, and in a moment of time, I will appreciate if you will on the comment section introduce to sorry for the breaking transmission. So, like I said, our speaker is here already, and I'll be introducing her in a moment of time. So, as I bring her upstage, I'll be reading her bio so we can get to know her better and get the very best. As we wait for that session, I like if you have questions, you can write down your questions, drop your questions in the comment box so we all or our speaker can attend to your questions. So let me quickly bring our speaker on board as I read her citation. Yes, so our speaker is with us, like I said, and our speaker is someone, if you are familiar with the Leadspiration community, you might know her. Aside Leadspiration, she's, I'll call her the multi-breasted vice president. So, Unjoku Chiamaka Esther is a dynamic digital creative and emerging authority at the intersection of digital marketing and education. She's a graduate of the University of Port Harcourt with a second class upper division in computer science. She combines technical expertise with creative strategy to
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chiamaka Njoku, just like I've been introduced, and I am the one that is going to speak to you tonight on future proofing you as a leader. Um, my host is off stage now, but I'll just continue. So I'm glad you're here. You're here tonight on a Saturday after the long week, long day. I don't know how your day went. The long week, the long day, and everything, and then you are right here on this webinar. I truly appreciate you. Thank you for giving your time. You're welcome to this webinar, and I believe that you will have something to go back with. First off, I'll start by sharing a story. In my final year in university, I'll say that my lecturers turned to motivational speakers, and my HOD, which is also my lecturer, walked into the class one day and she said something that stuck with me. She said that we should never miss out on any opportunity. Yeah, she said that. She said AI is here. You shouldn't miss out on any opportunity. That day I looked at her like I would look at a destiny helper. I was like, it didn't really occur to me that we are a blessed generation until she said that, and it stuck that I shouldn't be at any crossroad where I don't find a solution in my tech journey because I have artificial intelligence to help me. So today we are going to be going straight into this. I'll try to be very brief. I value your time. Thank you for joining in. So the topic is future proofing today, leveraging artificial intelligence and emerging technologies for effective leadership. Leadspiration is a platform that inspires young lives to leadership. And so, of course, we talk about leadership. And so, even when we're talking about artificial intelligence, we are streamlining it to leadership. We can see that the world has already shifted. That one is not new. The world has shifted, and the things that before we used to struggle, we do manually. You see that people now use artificial intelligence tools for those things, and statistics show that 300 million plus people are already using artificial intelligence tools every week for their work, and 85 million jobs have been displaced, 97 million ones created in 2025, and then 44% of core work skills will change in the next 5 years, even the next year, even 2027. Core skills can change. And the question is no longer, is change coming? Is change coming? It's no longer that is, are you ready? Are you ready for what is coming? So leaders who adapt now will use artificial intelligence as a force multiplier. Meanwhile, those who wait will have to play catch up constantly. Again, leaders who adapt now will move faster with less effort, while leaders who wait will lose relevance gradually. Thirdly, leaders who adapt now will reach more people with more impact, while leaders who wait will miss the window while it's open. I have a description, like an idea in my head of what it is to work with artificial intelligence tools. I brought it home to a family setting. I said, let's say the man actually is the one doing the most work, bringing in so much money, and then he's wealthy enough to sponsor the entire home runs, and then let's say he goes out for work and he says he's going to be back in the next 6 months, and he tells his wife, honestly, I'm not giving you any task. What I want you to do is make sure you prepare my children for school. They should go to school. Um, make sure the house is in order, clean the house, cook food, and all that. And now let's imagine that this woman can actually do all these things by herself, but she still wants to, in that 6 months, get a degree in Coursera, for instance, 6 months too. And then her husband goes to work. She comes back, she begins to clean, arrange, wash. Like, I mean, manual washing. She washes with her hand. The She does everything her husband said, like word for word, verbatim. And then later she realizes that ah, this thing is not going to help me achieve my goal. I want to shock my husband when he comes back. I want him to know that I'm not just an ordinary woman. I want to present a certificate or some certificates to him that I've actually gotten better in his absence. And then this woman decides that she will give the jobs that she does at home, the jobs that she does every time, systematic jobs, she decides that she will give those ones out. And so she calls the cleaning company to clean her home. They clean her home every week. She pays the school bus to take the children to school. She she cooks. She bulk cooks once in a week. Stores up in the fridge and in the freezer, and then keeps it for the children. You know, and in 6 months she's able to present certificates to her husband, like, and then the children are well fed. They go to school, everything, the house is kept, and the husband comes back. At that moment, it will be unkind for the man to say, "Sha, I said you should. It is you that should take them to school." So I'm like, if you are given a task and you can do that task with an artificial intelligence tool, why are you still using manual labor? Why are you still having to do these things over and again when you can have artificial intelligence to do these things for you? Do you get that? So I believe with this story, the story is in my head, but I'm sharing it with you so that you can come into it and say, okay, this is actually what it is. Giving out the things that you know you can to artificial intelligence tools to help you out with. And then we have um, this compound word in our title, future proofing. Future proofing. And I want you to look at the left side of this my slide, and then look at the right side. That future proofing is not you predicting the future perfectly. It is you building capacity to respond to change. What did I say? It doesn't mean you know the future perfectly. On my Goodwill um, page, I made a video about agentic AI versus generative AI, and I gave a description of what agentic AI is and generative AI, and how different they are, and how agentic AI is better and more advanced. I've said that agentic AI is coming. It doesn't mean that I can tell exactly what tomorrow will hold. I don't know what is cooking. I don't know what tomorrow will be like. So I am not 100% confident or sure of the future, but I'm building capacity to respond to change. Future proofing is also not knowing every tool that exists. It is you developing a learning posture. So this rat race of, have you used this one? This tool, do you know this one? Do you know that one? And then people are intimidating you, and you've not even learned one tool. You've not even learned ChatGPT. You want to run to the next AI tool. It's not knowing every tool that exists. It's being able to develop a learning posture. It is not also replacing your humanity with tech. It is using available tools with wisdom. It's also not following every trend blindly. This one is raining, I will do. And you're a business person. Ha. Well, I reserve my comments. It is staying curious, not just current. You have something already fixed that you're doing, but you're just using artificial intelligence tools to explore. And then it is not being a computer scientist. I study computer science doesn't mean that you have studied computer science. I believe you know that. It is you being able to live with clarity, even when there's uncertainty. In other words, you should learn to troubleshoot. So future proofing is not a destination, it is a daily discipline. And what do you need to know about tech? You don't need a tech degree, you just need enough to lead well. Bishop David Oyedepo made a statement about knowing at least something in everything as a leader. So even if you are not doing it exactly, but at least just know what it is about. That is how you can get involved with the tasks of your followers, even if they are not entirely what you should do at the grassroots. You just know at least on surface level what is this about, what is that about. So in AI writing and research, we sure must have heard of tools like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini. Use them to draft, research, summarize ideas faster than ever before. You're typing in seconds, you're getting your answer. Can use AI in design, use it in media. Yes, Canva AI is a great tool. Adobe Firefly and the rest. Can create visuals, videos, graphics, image effects, can give you very realistic pictures you can use. And then in productivity, like people that are project managers, social media managers, you can use Notion AI. You could also use Copilot to automate documents, meetings, emails, workflows. And then in healthcare, you can use artificial intelligence tools. You can use tech, not just AI. You can use tech for diagnostics, patient data, drug discovery, and the rest. In education, you can have personalized learning. Yes, I use Claude AI to create a book for myself. In fact, two or three books. The books will write my name. Like when it's talking, it says Pearl to be calling my name. Like it called my name 87 times in one of the books. And as I read the book, I finished the book in one day because it was so entertaining. It was talking to me directly. So these are before if I was to do this, I would have to sit down, type for hours, put my name. But with AI, I was able to get a book and get tailored to myself. And then you can use it in content creation for education. You're teaching musical instrument. You're teaching mathematics. You can get AI to create videos for you that will teach your students instead of you having to record every single video yourself. And then even in business, you can use AI for customer service, analytics, marketing, and the rest. Now, this is one thing that really interests me. It is the leadership gap. Why do most leaders fall behind? Some people are aware, they know that they are AI tools, but they don't take action. They'll still be asking you, okay, when I was in school, I would ask my classmate something, my classmate, and she'll say, ask ChatGPT. I'll say, people should rest now. I'll ask her, they'll say, ask ChatGPT. Like, I'll ask about something, maybe a concept in class or something, and she'll say, oh, I say, how did you get this information? Like, ask ChatGPT. That was then, like, when ChatGPT started, raining and all that. And it spurred me up to take action. That I shouldn't just be a dormant person when it comes to artificial intelligence tools. Then the second people that fall behind are those that have fear that they disguise as caution. Oh, I'm being careful. I don't want to, you know. And some of those fears are, if you think deeply, they're actually valid. But the thing is that as you're seeing these tools, you're just seeing the version that has been released. They have better versions. They have better tools that people are working on. So if you start now, before you talk about the future and all the fear that you're having, you will see better tools coming up. You're afraid that the AI tool is changing your face to something else. There will be a tool that will not even change your face at all, like at all. It won't even touch one hair on your head. And the other people that will fall behind are those that leave tech to be tech people, the tech in quotes. They say there are some people that are techie. I'm not techie. Leadership is not. It doesn't exempt you from understanding the tools that are shaping the world. So don't delegate your awareness to other persons, that's a costly mistake. Just be aware, even if you don't know it 100%, just be aware that this is possible. Um, you can create voiceovers without having to start doing voiceover in, just be aware. You may not know exactly how to do those things yourself, but just be aware you're a leader. And then also, the people that will fall behind lastly are those that think of the cost of waiting. The window is open, and there are opportunities, and they are waiting. They're like, wait, I'll think about it. As you're thinking about it, people are taking advantage and moving forward. Now, how do you leverage AI as a leader in practical ways? First of all, I want you to understand that AI is not your mind. It's not your mind. On LinkedIn, my first line is my best gift is my mind. So even when I use artificial intelligence tools, unless I am truly oblivious of that topic, I do not allow the artificial intelligence tool I'm using to completely replace my mind. So even before I think of a video idea, I'm like, okay, what do I think? Like in real life, what do I want to see? What's the result I want to get? And I just sometimes when they give me some results, I'm like, this is not what I want. This is not what I want. You cannot say, oh, because you are artificial intelligence, then I should just leave my whole intelligence to you. So I understand that artificial intelligence in definition is actually the computer thinking like us. So we are the first brains before the computer. They are feeding from us. So the artificial intelligence tools you have at your disposal are not supposed to replace your mental capacity. So please note that in content and communication, research and decision making, workflow and time, learning and growth, you can use artificial intelligence tools. Um, I said I'm going to be fast, so I'm going to the next slide already. This particular one is something I read in another book. This caption you're seeing now, tech is like waves. It was not talking about tech, but it was something else that said in the 2000s there will be waves, and those who jump on them will go with the tide, but those who stay back will remain stagnant. And so I applied to tech that it's like waves. Someone made a video, a funny video. I was like, they said it's graphic design. We learned graphic design. They said it's not graphic design again. It's UI UX. I learned. They said it's not UI UX now. It's product design. And he was lamenting that. What do people want now? So you see, in the beginning, to look like this is it. In the 1990s, the internet they were like, this is the thing. And those who embraced it actually built global businesses. Those who ignored it became obsolete. The businesses you're still hearing about now took advantage of the internet. If they relied on those their mail services that they would carry with like physical hand and just to deliver one simple information, you see that now it won't work again. We'll not even hear about them. Those in the 2000s, the social media started popping up, and the brands that rode on that wave reached millions, while those that waited lost relevance. In 2010, we started having mobile, we started having apps, and then these businesses that took advantage of it started dominating. Desktop only companies scrambled to catch up. I don't even think you will hear about them. There are some companies you would never hear about, not because they never existed, but because they did not they didn't apply tech to their business. And now artificial intelligence is already waving. So the question is that are you looking at it from far, like you're watching at a distance and your friends are using AI and you're just there. So as a leader, there are some things that AI cannot replace. I'm saying cannot, but I'm still even myself. I'm still saying I hope tomorrow too they will not bring out the artificial intelligence tools that will do this. But for now, we know that AI is powerful, but there are things that it will never be able to do. For instance, AI cannot show empathy. If you, yes, I know if you're typing, you're conversing like you and the AI. Maybe you tell it you're feeling sad and it say, "Oh, sorry." Well, in human to human conversations, unless you're using AI to learn, you can actually tell it, teach me how to be patient, teach me how to be loving, and to teach you. But just saying, oh, empathy. Artificial intelligence tools will analyze based on the data it has read, that's fed on, but it cannot dream. Leaders that carry genuine vision will always outrun AI generated strategy. Please put it somewhere in your head. The dream that you have, you meditated and you got that dream. I'm not saying that sometimes these things are actually things that maybe somebody has implemented somewhere, but I believe and I know that there are people right now that have dreams that nobody in the world has thought about. It's very funny. No, like they have an idea that a business idea or something they can implement that nobody has heard about. AI cannot go into your mind and get that one. So you have that one and it's powerful as a leader. Also, your moral judgment. AI does not have a conscience. It's you. It is you that has a conscience as a leader. So this is one thing that you should keep in mind. And then your authentic creativity. I'm so glad that I started content creation even before AI. So when they say create content, my mind is not like, tell me what to create and all that. Yes, I can tell you, tell me what to create, and I of course do that to help. But you know, when you've used your brain to think of a content idea, you've made the video by yourself, that authenticity is built in you. So for every field you're going into, learn the basics so that you can be authentic when you think of an idea, except you're using AI to really learn, like you're saying, teach me. But if not, you just jump on it and say, and then your mind will be tailored towards what the AI tool is giving to you, not what you already know. So it is good for you to have your own authentic creativity. AI cannot replace genuine relationships. It's the trust that you build. That's why if no matter how you use AI to do your work proposal, your proposal is very beautiful, well created. Your slides are giving everything. See my slides now. Don't you like it? I use AI to create it. So your slides are so beautiful, and everybody's like, ah, wow. When I meet you in person, what should I see? If you meet me in person and I'm rude, I'm not courteous, I cannot keep friendships and all that, you'll forget all these beautiful things I've shown you on social media, and you just you won't give me any opportunity if you had. So as a leader, ensure that you do what? Have genuine relationships. As you're using AI to do that your beautiful flyer that you're doing, everybody's hailing you. Your video is so beautiful, you use AI to do it. My sister, my brother, please learn how to keep genuine relationships, because you will meet them in real life at one point or the other, and your bad character will show, forgive me. So please work on yourself and have genuine relationships. Lastly, AI can optimize, it cannot believe. So have your own faith, have your own convictions, and be driven by something greater than data. Because really, artificial intelligence is, I just know that it's feasting on something that has been fed. In fact, you will see it in most AI tools. They said this tool, they'll tell you that this, I'm just saying, I'll call the tool why can make mistakes. Check your info. So sometimes you can just be like, oh, I'm just using AI to do this, to do that. But if you're not careful, you'll be feeding on other people's minds, because that is actually what they gave to the AI to feast on. What can you do in the next 30 days that can completely change your trajectory? The first week, you can pick one AI tool relevant to your work. For people that do, I don't know what you do, maybe you do project management, you do, even in your mom sells food, eh, something that can help you. Maybe you want to calculate how much you should sell a plate of rice to make profit. Pick one AI tool that is relevant to your work. Create a free account and use it for at least one real task. Tell it, I want to make profit in this my business. Ask me questions that will help you give me a draft. Now listen to what I said. I just gave you a secret. When you want an artificial intelligence tool to give you something like an output that you want it to be like yours, ask it questions. Tell it, ask me questions. Because in reality, you know yourself when you converse. So when you say ask me questions, you're like, let me know what is on, let you know what is on my mind. And then that will help them tailor their work to suit you. That's the result to suit what is in your mind, not just what they generate. The second week, use that intelligence tool daily for 7 days straight. It's not to replace your thinking, just draft it, research, get feedback, and all that. Then, thirdly, teach someone else what you've learned. Yeah, teaching helps you to learn. And then, lastly, evaluate it and actually expand. Maybe when you finished, there's one sad truth I got, I think it was 2 years ago or so. And that truth was that the artificial intelligence chat that I was having was as intelligent as my questions. So if I ask you stupid questions, you give me stupid answers. So I think there was a particular conversation I had in an AI tool, and then I went to real life and I asked that question, and the answer I asked like a professional, and the answer I got was like boom. This is a human. I went to ask a human being, like a human professional, and he told me this. So if you think that AI is just there, you say it did not give me what I want. It is the way you're asking it. It is the way you're prompting it. So when you've done all those things, just evaluate, check, look back, and say maybe go on the internet, like real people, real businesses, real organizations, and see how they do what they do. And then check if the thing that is the generation that it has given to you actually tallies. For instance, let me just use a very simple explanation. You tell look at it. The question is, what exactly does this flyer look like? And then you go online and check and see what do professional flyers look like, and you see the contrast. And you're like, no, this is not it. So you see, that's where you now have to prompt to prompt. I don't have to explain this on this webinar. You can actually prompt to prompt. Let's go to the next slide, um, which is actually my final slide. And even if I don't want to sound like a motivational speaker, but you were made for this time. I'm speaking to you the way my lecturer did to me. I felt she was speaking to me. I don't know if any of my classmates remember what she said, but I remember it. And you were made for this time. The world doesn't need you to be an AI expert, it only needs you to be a leader who refuses to be left behind. So the wave is here. Get on it. Thank you very, very much for listening to me. I appreciate your audience. I would now like to take your questions. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so very much. I believe it has been a very, very productive, a very, very insightful webinar. And you shouldn't, I'm sure, and because every of our webinars are thoroughly packaged to meet in demand needs. And for those who are conversant with what's happening in the world, AI or artificial intelligence is really, really evolving. And as a leader, as a young professional, if you are not leveraging on these tools to be better, trust me, you will definitely be left behind. AI is not here to replace you, except you want to be replaced. The best way to leverage on AI and still be ahead of the trend is to familiarize yourself with these tools that will improve your process, like I said in the introduction, in whatever niche you find yourself. These tools are not to replace you, these tools are to increase your productivity level. I will say a special thank you to our guest speaker once again for taking our time to dish out this level of value. Fusion proofing today, leveraging on AI and emerging technologies for effective leadership. You are a leader, you are a force in your field, you are a force in your niche, and the earlier you embrace artificial intelligence as a tool for better productivity, the better for you. And also, from the session, we heard that there are certain limitations that artificial intelligence have, and then you should be able to draw the line from that, from okay, your human nature and you trying to um, get an idea or implement an artificial intelligence idea into real life. There should be a place of drawing the line so as not to go to the extreme. So thank you once again, our speaker, for the insightful webinar and for the insightful session. The question we had initially in the course of your presentation, the person said you already answered the question. And I think the session is really, really explanatory, really, really insightful. And I'll plead with our speaker so we can have access to the slide for those who missed it or for those who would love to go through it one more time to internalize the nuggets, to internalize um, the words in the slide so we can better leverage these AI tools. So there are various AI tools, like she said, look for at least one. That's the task given to us by our guest speaker for the next 30 days. Find one AI tool that is relevant to your field, right? Consistently use it. We know some of these softwares or tools, they are not free tools, they are paid tools, but at least there are certain things you can be able to achieve with the free plan. Leverage on it in whatever sector, in whatever field, in whatever niche you find yourself. There is an AI tool that is relevant for you. I trust that after this webinar, our speaker will drop the link to some of these tools that we can use to improve our processes as we continually
Ask AI.
strive to be better leaders.
Ask
Sorry?
AI.
But even as we're asking AI, you're also a guide for us in the area of artificial intelligence. So for some persons
I'm
who might
using
be
what
a bit
is
confused.
useful to me. So, what is useful to you? Ask AI.
Okay, okay, that's fine. That's very well. Thank you so much. Once again, a big thank you to everyone who took out time to join the webinar tonight. And for those who are not in copy, next month's webinar will be mind blowing. We are hitting the streets, Port Harcourt, Warri, Kwara, as well as Ibadan for Beyond the Slum outreach in commemoration of International Children's Day. And we are calling for sponsors, calling for partners, calling for volunteers that will aid us, that will assist us, even as we launch into the slums, launch into the orphanage to bring hope and to bring joy to the faces of these children. So if you are not on the community, kindly do well to engage a post, to engage and to join hands with us so we'll be able to pull this together. Once again, thank you so much. I mean, your host and president of Leadspiration. Good night and see you in our next webinar.